Today we're celebrating Christmas Spanish style. It's all about family and feasting. And Omar Aliboy is sharing his favourite recipes for a magnificent celebration. The main event is festive suckling pig with herby patatas panaderas, a stunning alternative roast that will really impress him. For pudding, there's gorgeous poached wine pears with Turon mousse, and wine expert Peter Richards has got the perfect tipples to match. But first, Omar is kicking off Spanish Christmas with a seafood treat that's really simple to prepare. Oysters in salsa verde. Spain. Many of us go to Spain for Christmas. We are bringing Spain to you via this man here. I can say his name, but I want you to say your full name.
Omar Aliboy.
Isn't that lovely? So the first course is what?
It's going to be oysters in salsa verde.
Now, this man here, who forthwith shall be called Pedro. How are you going to match? Easy to match all these things?
To a certain extent. We're going to start with an aperitif, a white wine sangria, which is kind of meant while you're preparing and just to get everything, you know, everyone in motion.
OK, so here we've got fresh rock oysters.
Yes, from Rock Bay, actually, down in Wales. And to open it, hold it tight with a kitchen cloth. Try this curve always to face up so that you are pointing down and you cannot hurt yourself. And just in this junction in between both shelves, stab it, make a bit of a strength to put it in. And it's already in. I'm just going to crack it open, run the knife all the way to the other side.
Would you do this in front of everybody at the table, or you do it before you came to the table?
I will do it in the kitchen because it's a bit messy, and I prefer all those liquors and juices to stay in the kitchen.
Shellfish. We are not selfish with our shellfish, are we?
All over the UK, Scotland, Wales, you have fantastic shellfish. And for some reason, you don't eat it enough, and we send it all to Spain. And that's where we eat it. We eat, in average, 5 times more fish and shellfish than any British
And that's
person.
why he doesn't look 53, does he? Let's move on with what the next bit is. So now, medium heat, olive oil in the pan.
Olive oil in the pan, extra virgin if possible, and 1 chopped garlic. Meanwhile, all these oysters that I just opened, I'm just going to drain them so that I can save all the liquors for later on, because that will be the stock for our sauce.
Oh, OK,
There is no better stock than these juices inside.
Lovely.
So this garlic is starting to get golden. We don't want to overcook it, and I'm just going to put approximately a full teaspoon in flour. And Jenny, do you mind passing me the white wine on the fridge? So the reason why I put some flour, which is plain flour, it can be strong flour too, is just to thicken up the sauce. So I'm just going to pour...
There you are, Omar. Is that OK?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Very kind. I'm just going to pour a shot of white wine, approximately. We are doing very little quantity. Okay?
You've got a bit of thickness to it. It's
Yes,
quite substantial.
Yes, it's sort of like a white sauce or a bechamel. This is a roux. And the wine gives a little bit of acidity, and then the juices and the water will make it all very subtle and seafoody.
Can we smell it when you're done?
Definitely. Hold on, it's not boiling, but...
That's the jetty into the sea and the boat's bobbing and you're with somebody who's not your husband. Fantastic!
It's briny, isn't it? It's really seafoody, but also quite winey and
winey-briny.
Winey-briny. And the garlic, you can...
So now, this is thickening up.
OK.
OK, and all I'm going to do now, I mean, this is a very quick and simple recipe, ideal for any Christmas. And I'm just going to add a tablespoon of parsley, approximately.
OK.
Mix it, and I'm going to add these
little oysters.
OK, I'm going to put the fire
How long before
to the
you
minimum.
finish?
It's going to take 45 seconds.
45 seconds?
Or a minute, approximately. But on the lowest heat, it's going to stop bubbling. We want them not to become rubbery, and that's why they need no time.
Now, whilst this is cooking, we've got 45 seconds on the stove. What are we having? Now, you said you're doing a sangria.
White wine sangria, absolutely. Or sangria, as Omar said. Having a white wine sangria, just a bit of a sharpener. It's not to go with the food particularly, just to get us in the spirit of things. So I've given it a little bit of a Christmassy twist. You've got to have brandy in it, a little slug of brandy. But I've added some moscatel, some lovely sweet moscatel as well, and a little bit of Cointreau to add that orangey sort of twist.
Lovely.
Nice.
So whilst you're laying your bits out, tell us now, we're 45 seconds down the line.
In the same way as you would use crushed ice to lay your fresh oysters or your shellfish, I'm going to put some salt just to make them stand still. Okay, so just a generous amount all over the middle of this board. I'm just going to put the shallower ones.
What's shallow in Spanish?
Las ondas.
Las ondas.
Ondas. And take a look. It has quite a thick consistency sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't put any salt because it's already there. I'm just going to add a touch of pepper at the very end.
How many people around your Christmas table?
20 in each occasion.
Oh.
Different sides of the family. My mom's side, my dad's side.
Do you do the cooking always?
I do most of the cooking.
Do you mind?
No, I love it. I mean, you need to understand that I live here all year round, and Christmas is that time, you know, and even though I'm not religious, is that belonging to, you know, Christmas is about going and staying with the family.
Fantastic. I'm not religious either, but I do worship the grape. So, remind us again of the sangria.
Splash of lemonade, you know, bottle of white wine, a bit of white grape juice for the sweetness, slug of brandy, sweet muscatel wine, a bit of limoncello and a bit of Cointreau. And this is really Christmassy and very refreshing. Omar, you've earned this.
Thank you so much.
Omar's Oysters in salsa verde makes a stunning centerpiece to start your Spanish Christmas and takes just a minute to prepare. Serve in the shell on a bed of rock salt for extra wow factor.
Cheers.
Salud, salud, salud.
It tastes really fine. I love it.
It's delish. So now we have this to cleanse our palate.
You've got the party started.
Okay.
Very much so. And these are the oysters in